Aha. You would probably also want this. So hopefully that is what we had it set for when we played Lego Incredibles. Me running in. Hi Laura. She's here. But yeah, obviously I've got sound playing from it when I play at my loudest on my headphones. It's quite loud, so I have to turn it down. So I'm hoping, I mean, the game doesn't really have much sound other than beeping and dramatic music, so I'm not too worried if this game audio is you know, I think I was on TikTok. God damn it, Laura. Yeah, I did start early. I got bored of waiting. I was just sat here. I thought, you know, might as well. Anyway, yeah, so Sharon's turned up and we're going to Australia. Sharon breezed into the airport with me and bribed her way onto my Tokyo to Melbourne flight. She was a great travelling companion, keeping me entertained with tall tales that Moti insisted couldn't possibly be true. Her epic snoring was almost as entertaining. The amateur photographer Henrietta lived in Tasmania. Ah, ha, ha. Yes, now I remember. The woman took photos of the stars. Some ways away from Melbourne, so the journey wasn't over yet. It's been 3 seconds. You're making me decide already. Shall we take a car, or shall we check flights? I do not know by actual... You're crooked. Why are you crooked? Piss me off. Yeah, I don't know how long it actually is a distance. I have not ever been to Australia, no matter how many times I want to. Laura says flights. Alright. Come on, said Sharon. I already booked a flight. Oh, she just already booked it. Magically. As soon as we landed in Hobart, we rented a car to make our way to Henrietta's town. Hours later, we arrived at the town where the hobbyists lived. It was even smaller than I expected. I parked at what looked like the town centre and pulled out my phone. I opened the file on the stars, the one Dolores had sent me. I've no luck finding the hobbyists' fucking hell, contact details, or even the original article teacher. She's probably dead. That's fine, Moti. This town doesn't seem so big. Look, there's a picture of her out the front of her house. We'll look for her house. I thought they meant like there was just a house with her picture outside. That's right, plot the best way to see the whole town in the least amount of time. I stuck the photo on the dashboard so I could see it without crashing my rental, and reversed back onto the road, narrowly missing someone's brick mailbox. I'd given up driving for a reason. I would just not want to drive. I thought finding Henrietta would be easy, but I was wrong. The town itself was small. Though the town itself was small, the area was large enough that after an hour of searching it became apparent that she wasn't living in the centre. In the end, it took another hour, fucking hell, to locate the little cottage from the article. But then it was getting dark. Fortunately, the numerous concrete cats in the front yard were distinctive. No lights, said Sharon. Should we come back tomorrow? Do you have a bad feeling now, teacher? Yes, I said she's probably dead. Yes, she's dead. Probably dead. Local time is 8 p.m. It's unlikely Miss Henrietta is sleeping. We went and knocked on the front door, not truly expecting a response. Nothing happened. Sharon tried the doorknob and discovered the door was unlocked. We stepped inside, calling out for Henrietta with our last slim thread of optimism. A tabby cat charged at us, yowling loudly, and twined around our legs with desperate affection. Sharon immediately moved to the kitchen and poured it a bowl of water before looking in the pantry for its food. I left her petting it and croning reassurance while I checked the rest of the house was as empty as it seemed. In the living room, I found 2 cups of tea, both stone cold. Now that just means a British person lives there and they forgot about their tea. That doesn't mean any bad things have happened. My tea's always fucking cold when I down it. One had been half drunk and the other hadn't been touched. A plate and several chocolate Tim Tam biscuits lay scattered across the floor. I rejoined Sharon in the kitchen, where the cat was now in Sharon's arms and purring like a steam train. Call Dolores and report a suspected incident or thoroughly search the house for clues. I want to go searching, hands down. We examined the house room by room, noticing that the mantelpiece featured photos of Henrietta's deceased husband. How the fuck do you know he's definitely dead? It says grave, bitch. Next are photos of the cat. Both photo frames were engraved with the name Henry. The pantry was half full of a dozen different types of loose leaf tea. It seemed Henrietta was a woman who knew what she liked. You have an email from Dolores, teacher. She says that after your ambiguous response to this assignment, she sent a different agent. They took Henrietta into custody. Why did we get the job then? Oh, I said, feeling my stomach tighten in dread. I've met the other agents. I wouldn't want any of them near an elderly relative of mine. Sharon and I continued our search, but Sharon wasn't enjoying herself ever since I shared the message. At the back of the house, we found a room completely covered in photos of the night sky, presumably taken by Henrietta herself. They were beautifully sharp despite being massively enlarged. Moti, are these star systems familiar? I asked. Could any have been taken during a sun outage event? Yes, teacher. No, teacher. I recognize all the patterns as normal constellations. The ceiling features this very location. It would have been too easy to just find the ones you needed stuck to the wall, said Sharon with her no, it's not happening. We both lifted our heads at the noise of a motorbike drawing into Henrietta's gravel driveway. Does Henrietta strike you as the biker type? Sharon whispered. I shook my head and we tiptoed towards the back door as someone entered by the front. I made sure Sharon was ahead of me. She was just stepping out of the back porch when something hit me like a punch to the back of the neck and I stumbled forwards, unable to even gasp out a warning. I watched helplessly as Sharon was hit by a second fist-sized projectile and fell off the porch. Before I could get back up, our assailant dragged my arms behind my back and duct-taped my wrists together. I watched helplessly as they jumped down to give Sharon the same treatment. Not that she was moving. It's been 3 fucking seconds. Get your greasy hands off me, you elbow-faced rock-stealing ratbag. Caught my breath, relieved beyond measure that Sharon was okay. Moti vibrated to get my attention and spoke at its lowest volume, saying, Shall I summon the local law enforcement? No, we were sort of breaking and entering. Hold on. What? We were breaking and entering. So if we summon the police, aren't we just gonna get arrested? Hi, yeah, so my friend's been beaten up by some guy that broke into this house that we broke into. Would you mind coming to arrest his ass and letting us get away with it? I fear there is no logic when people think about this. Like, we were not meant to be in this house. Anyway. We do not belong in this house. Hi, Richard. We can't break and enter if the door was open. True, but are we really supposed to be there? Think about it. We went into someone's house when the door was just unlocked. We just happened to to be unlocked. We just happened to go in. G'day, Waz. We've gone into someone's house and we've been immediately captured. And we're deciding whether or not to call the police, even though we've just gone into someone's house that we haven't met. Their door was unlocked, we've gone in, and then someone else has come up the driveway, come into the house, and beat the shit out of us and tied us up. And we're now deciding whether or not we should call the police or not call the police, because we've just broken into some random person who's already been taken into custody by another agent's house. It has been 13 minutes. That's the whole catch-up. I bet you do. You will. Oh, I love Tuesdays. Moo Woo. Oh, the fucking Moo Woo. Moo Woo. Oh, jeez. Okay, so I'm thinking we don't call the police. Because I sort of want to know who the person is. Because I feel like it's either going to be the not dead husband, or it's going to be her herself, and she hasn't, the woman we're looking for, and she hasn't been taken into custody, but she doesn't scream as a bike type person. So, I'm leaning towards no. But then whoever turned up was ready to take someone, because they immediately taped her arms back. And also pretty much nearly knocked out Sharon with one punch. So, I'm 50-50. But I am leaning towards no. How is everybody else feeling? Laura says get help. Your prob's ficked. I'm ficked. I'm ficked. Oh, no, one says no help. Richard, you might have to be the deciding vote. Real men don't ask for help. Oh, fucking too right. No help. Oh, alright. 2 against 1. I'm sorry, Laura. I'm sorry. So not yet. Yes, teacher. Oh, Moti looks worried. We're all gonna die. The biker dragged Sharon and me into the kitchen and applied more duct tape until we could barely move. Yet we could speak. The cat immediately jumped into Sharon's lap and became oh yeah, there's a cat. I'd pat you if I could, Henry, said Sharon, but that silly biker is a big problem with us, even though we haven't done anything to her. No, we haven't. That'll be me in a situation. I'm gonna get murdered, but there's just a cat, and I'm like... It was only then that the biker pulled off their helmet to reveal a young woman. She pulled up a chair and sat on it, staring at us in silence until even Sharon ran out of insults and stopped talking. Where is she? Where is she? The biker asked. Henrietta? I asked. Do you mean to say it wasn't you that took her? Why would I take her? The biker said, sounding as genuinely surprised as I felt. For her pictures? They're not here either. The biker shrugged. Aren't you two from the company? Sharon laughed loudly. Are you kidding? The company wouldn't lift a finger to investigate an innocent woman's kidnapping. I know that for a fact. But here we are investigating. Don't tell me you're after the same thing. Wise Cop did it. I knew it. Get fucking... Sort your company out, man. The biker put her beanbag gun on the bench. Who are you? Private investigators. What else? The only person who doesn't belong here is you. Forgot to mention I sanctioned a hit. I knew it. Poor Henrietta, she just took pictures of the stars. I had a tip-off, she said, about the company having an interest in Henrietta and her pictures. I came immediately, but it was a real pain getting my bike on a ferry. Quietly made a mental note to believe Dolores the next time she said a matter was urgent. My name's Genevieve. Genevieve? Genevieve. We're going to call her Jen, because I'm not doing that every time. I'm on the company's complications matrix. I've been getting in their way for years, but Tasmania's not my home turf. Right now, an innocent hobbyist has been abducted and perhaps murdered. I'll share my info if you share yours. Let us go and I won't have you arrested. Okay, but it may not be the company that took her. Well, we know it's not. Wait, are we the company? Is Dolores... I forget who every fucker works for, because we know that Dolores said someone on our side has got to her first and taken her. So we know who technically could have her. But I forgot if we're the company. Or if we're not the company. Because we're the GF something? GFT? GF? It's not fucking... I actually don't remember. With a GF something. But are we the company, or is the company something else? The company the ones that kidnapped us at the start? I don't remember a single thing about this damn game. I'm gonna go... She said if I'll share mine if you share yours, so I'm gonna go with okay, but it may not be the company that took her. Because I think we're not the company. Or at least Dolores is not the company. I'm winging it. Also, this game seems hella slow today, and I don't know if it's the connection or not. So luckily not a lot happened. I'm just so lost with the entire game. Jen found a pair of pearl-handled scissors and used them to cut us free. Of all the people who've shot at me, you're definitely the most trusting, said Sharon, rubbing her muscles where Jen's beanbag had hit her. I still have my gun, Jen pointed out. Sharon laughed delightedly, and I wondered exactly what I got myself into with such a pair of travelling companions. It's just Doctor Who. I have some info that may help us, I said cautiously, wondering if I was about to get myself shot again. There's a company safe house in Swansea. Jen's face lit up. I've heard that, but it was never confirmed. Are you the doctor then? I am. Just let me grab out my coat and my screwdriver and be like, let's go, bitches. I'd be a fucking terrible doctor. I'd be like if Peter Capaldi, when he was the doctor, was allowed to do his Malcolm Tucker thick of it sort of shit, like, gig as the doctor. Then that's how I would be. I would also probably get a lot of people killed. Not gonna lie. I'm not reliable to myself. Shouldn't be reliable for other people. Just straight up gonna say it now. My contact gave me the address, I said. Sounds good, said Sharon. Let's go. 4 hours? No thank you. Would rather die. Speak for yourself, sugar. Alright, you leave Moti out of this. I'll call you in the morning. With that, she put her helmet back on and left. Sharon sighed. I miss my Harley. We didn't waste any more time and headed straight for Swansea, checking in a hotel in the dead of night. Good morning, teacher. Jen is calling. Put her through, I said and greeted her. Rise and shine, sugar. Everyone's going to call her sugar now. Time to go rescue our maid and your girlfriend's already having breakfast. I'll meet you in the foyer. So hold on, we had a boyfriend and now we got a girlfriend. Score. I made myself more or less presentable, grabbed Sharon and a bread roll on my way past the breakfast bar and met Jen as instructed. We staked out the safe house for hours as Sharon drank impossible amounts of coffee. Finally, she snapped and left our surveillance station to go knock on the door. There was no answer, so Sharon pried up a loose paver, and hurled it right through the front window. I burst out of cover and ran to join her, but fortunately nothing happened. Teacher, please advise Sharon to exercise restraint. No, I want to smash a window. For once, Moti hadn't spoken directly to her. I had no intention of saying something. Even Moti was tactful enough to delegate to someone else. Did that just skip it again? You're a pro controller. You're not supposed to double click. I have no idea what was just said before this. Anyway, no teacher, there is 75% chance the residency is empty. Good enough for me, Sharon said. And she's off. She reached through the window and unlocked the door. Gone. We shrugged at one another and went inside, confirming that no one was present before going back and closing the door. Jen openly pocketed several items. Good idea, I said. Make it look like a straightforward burglary. Oh, she said. Yep. I too would rob a place for fun. The house was small, barely barely furnished and looked as if no homeowner had ever loved it. There wasn't much to see. That's just a magic logbook. And a weapon safe. I know it's a safe house, but... what's safe about a weapon safe? She says, oh, well, someone might come... bam! Dead anyway. Fucking jeez. You're just going to stay there because I'm going to need you quite a lot. Check or safe. The logbook or safe. I'm thinking. Why would there be a logbook on a safe house? Is that like their way? It's weird. If it's a safe house, most safe houses are normally for if you're not wanting to get found or people to not know you're there. Why would you have a logbook of all the people that's ever stayed there? Is that like a normal thing? Because now I'm intrigued on what the logbook actually has to hold. I'm sorry, did I hit you? You'll be fine. Logbook. I want to know. It took a while to find the logbook. It was hidden inside a sealed rainwater tank in the yard, and the entry was brief. Took guns, etc. Sent pics via courier number 3. Hostage not my favourite person. Transferring to staffed facility ASAP. The agent is now heavily armed. The photos are long gone, and Henriette is about to find herself in a secret jail. I translated. And the agent has a North American accent, said Sharon. How on earth do you know that? I asked, impressed. 2 reasons. They're being brief, so their grammar is technically incorrect, but they're still used a semicolon and punctuation, so it's unlikely their spelling is incorrect. Except it is. I don't understand. They used American spelling, not Australian, and I don't think it was a misspelling due to a lack of knowledge. Ah. And reason number 2 is, why take guns if you already have them, or if you're not comfortable with guns? So the agent likes gun, but is missing their own weapon, probably because of flying here internationally. Excellent, except that doesn't tell us where they're going next. I'm afraid I wasn't aware of that until today, that the company had private jails, so that doesn't help. So what do we do, old master investigator? We talk to people. Like a sociable person. Neighbours are the best gossips. Or let's find a biker bar. They'd travel, they'd notice a stranger. You people, yeah, who wants to talk to fucking people? What do we think? Do we think neighbours or do we think biker bar? When we have the lady biker with us. So, wouldn't the neighbours have seen us breaking in? Because this time we have actually broken in. Oh, Laura says some gossip. She wants the gossip. Of course you do. You love a bit of gossip. Oh! I've just seen the little pole. That's adorable. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I still don't know how to do that. This is the thing we can do. Yeah, I had no idea. So, I guess... vote. I didn't know... yeah, I don't know how to do those things. I learnt it yesterday. Oh! Forever learning. Oh, the mighty was. Oh, the mighty was. I will wait. Just type... ah! Well, we're here, because that poll's got a while to count down. Okay. Oh, there's loads of shit you can do. Oh my god. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah, I had no idea. While we're here, just waiting for it to go down. Delete. Emo. End poll. Followers. Goal. Host. Unhost. There's freaking loads. Ta-da! Neighbours. Bam. That was hell cute. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, sick. And then I can just do that. Oh, amazing. Well done, Waz. 10 points. 10 billion points. It's great for this kind of game. It is. Yeah, I need to start doing it more. But then again, I think it's mainly you and Laura with the occasional Richard. 10 billion points. Shit, yeah, I'm rich now. Yeah, you can spend them in your local... somewhere. Local... safe house. We split up knocking on the closest houses at the same time. The red painted door in front of me opened to reveal a stooped older man with hair like Bernie Sanders. Alright, Bernie. Sorry to bother you, I said, but I'm trying to find my second cousin once removed, an old woman named Henry, travelling with an American fellow. The man interrupted me. Real nasty piece of work he was. Black hair, black suit, black soul. You saw them, I asked. He snorted. I knew something was... Why is that word throwing me off? Anyway, with that fellow, my fanway. Airy. Why did it throw me off? It's because it's the W. It's the fucking W. But yeah, my fanway's fine. Fucking my fanway. No, my fanway. That's fine. That's the name of a pterodactyl. It's fine. Fucking anyway. Oh, I'm guessing that's his wife. Rhyme would die. Awry. I'm an idiot. It's just because I think you say it and I never see how it's spelled. This is how you find out I'm actually illiterate. He paused. The young fellow wasn't another relative, was he? One of you Americans? No. I've no idea who he is, but I intended to give him a piece of my mind when I find him. His eyes narrowed. Why did you say you were looking for the lady? So, straight up, we can go with... I suspect... I'll start again. I suspect that man abducted her. Or, I believe she's unwell and doesn't know who she is. English, who is she? I don't know her. I have never known her. I do not sprechen. I do not sprechen the English. I'm fucking always fucked at things like that. Like, when it comes to, like, words that you have to read that you know how it is, but you never read it. You always just say it. Honesty is the best policy. Yeah, I'm thinking just straight up, like, I suspect she was abducted. Let's do it. Not habla English? No, I clean. His wild eyebrows drew together in concern. Go to the local chemist. The lady's diabetic. I heard her talking about her blood sugar. She'll need medical supplies, and quickly. I thanked him breathlessly, and with Moti's directions we found the closest chemist quickly. I'm not even drinking. Like, fucking hell. The only staff member was a 20-something woman who was rearranging pill bottles with the air of someone who needed something. Anything to keep herself awake. I brought a travel pillow, then leant at the front desk and chatted about the weather, the roads, the sea, and whether she preferred cats or dogs. No, I clean. Definition of a high percentage of my job. No, I clean. I clean the 12-foot dildos. No, I clean. No, I clean. Finally, her eyes started to glaze over once more. Oh, I said. I think my cousin was here yesterday with her diabetic mum-in-law. He's American. She's local. I bet you saw them. Oh, yeah, she said. Nice car. Really? You're into cars? Yeah, I love the movie. 10 out of 10. Those dildos, honestly, them dicks be nasty. Them dicks, man. Them dicks was something else. Ka-chow. Oh, the dicks.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
So loud in my ears.
Wow.
Oh, and why are you so loud? Oh. Anyway. Only Ferrari. So many wows. So many wows. You gotta have all the wows. Only Ferraris. Do you know where he rented it from? I saw it had a rental sticker on it, but I couldn't see what it was. Sorry, no. Was it red? He's such a walking cliche. Don't know why I've suddenly got a bit more camp for that bit. It's just a walking cliche. Totally. And he was so rude to his mum-in-law too. She tried to stop and chat, but he practically dragged her out. Said they had to get to Hobart in time to catch their flight. Alright, I said, and practically ran. Just imagine being like, alright. Yeet. There are multiple routes to the city, blah blah blah. We're going either way. How is that message held for misogyny? And the word that's been highlighted is the word put. Do you ever stop and think how sane would probs be if Owen wasn't put? Honestly, how is that done for misogyny? I wouldn't watch it, no offense. Fuck the Loki TV show. I'm only there for Owen Wilson. Fucking put wasn't put. The word put for misogyny. How about you know, Twitch ban, you know, the self-cessed. That's better than the word put when we're talking about the Loki show. Fucking put. Twitch, man. Step up your game. Alright, anyway, I completely forgot what we were doing. Because the misogyny threw me off. So we either split up, or we ask Moti to pick the route that is likely to be the fastest. Now, he did say that every single route was roughly the same in speed, well, in distance or whatever, in time. So, splitting up, I guess, yeah, whoever gets there first. Or we just all try and peg it. Scooby-Doo style. So you think it's split up, yeah? Split up and look for those clues. Be like, Thory, gotta go. And then, you know, Fred always ends up with Daphne, and we know that they're not looking up. They're not looking for clues. Unless the clues are on them. So we're saying split up. Split up. A fucking truck. That's all I can hear. Alright. Splitting up is never a good idea. Too late, we've done it now. We've done it now. Race to Hobart, carefully not telling one another that it would be a lot harder to trace Henrietta if she made it to the mainland or out of Australia altogether. Teacher, is the company immoral? Should have seen that one coming. Sometimes, yes, I'm afraid. They're also very, very rich, which is why we're able to follow leads so efficiently. What would happen if you quit? Is this what WASCOP does? If you try and quit, they kill you or throw you in jail. I'd be added to the complications matrix and possibly killed. I could be imprisoned for what I know, like Henrietta. So you can't even quit your fucking job. Man, that's bollocks, man. This took a turn. Honestly, yeah. It helps avoid union firing rules. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this took quite a turn. Was like, anyway, so if I leave my job... Like, fucking hell. That's what retail's like, I feel. Like, you go to leave and they're like... It's back the way you came. Like, no. Okay, so do we want to say that... Do we want to tell him that we're going to get killed? Or should we be nice and tell him he could be... At least would be imprisoned, so we don't hurt Moti's feelings? Because I feel like saying imprisoned so that he doesn't think we're going to die. I don't want to hurt his feelings. He's too sweet and innocent. I wish bloody... This fucker was like it. She takes 20 minutes to respond to me. At least he bothers. He turns up and he's like, here you go, here's everything you've ever wanted. But no, this one sucks ass. Bottom, you're saying bottom, so we're saying imprisoned because we want to be nice. He's a child. We have a very low turnover rate here at Westcorp. Fucking Westcorp. Please do not do that, teacher. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I'm not gonna leave. I rubbed my tired eyes, sick of taking my turn at driving. Whatever I do in the future, I will talk to you first. Thank you, teacher. I saw a road sign with nothing but a picture of a kangaroo on it, and I idly hoped I'd see one. A higher than zero average number of disappearances, though. It's unexplainable, really. Yeah, they just walk out the door to the back room and never seen again. Gone. What a shame. It did. I did. It was lying... Oh. We got a dead kangaroo. I did. It was lying by the side of the road and quite obviously dead. Seemed the road sign wasn't kidding. Would the... Oh, stop, you make it... Rody! Would the company take me away from you? I'll only leave if you and I both agree it's for the best. I'd never let anyone take you away, ever. I have to go with I'd never let anyone take you away. I would never let anyone take him. I don't care if he secretly turns out to be the evil mastermind behind all of this. He's so sweet. I'd never let anyone take you away. You're staying with me, baby. Maybe I'll get his little face and stick it as a watch face on my Apple Watch. Hey! Achieved! I burned some calories! I hit all 3 goals today. Nice! Just by... Yeah, doing 26 of exercise. I did 40 fucking 5 minutes, you little fuck. This makes me think they're gonna be someone taking him away later. Yeah, someone's gonna try and snatch him. Would you like me to figure out which flight Henrietta is likely to board? Yes, obviously. How would you do... Oh, well, how would you do that? But also, yes, please. Do it anyway? Because I feel like... asking him out is just going to waste time. I'm just going to say yes. They are both flying to Melbourne in 1 hour. We are too far away. Oh, fuck. Delay the flight with an anonymous bomb threat. Regroup and then fly to Melbourne. I love how his first thought is, yeah, bomb threat, mate. Fuck it, bomb threat, throw it in, just bomb threat. Casual. Fucking bomb threat. So who wants to go for the bomb threat? See if it works. Does Australia often get bomb threats? I feel like that's mainly, you know, an America thing. I feel. If we regroup, so if they said out of so we still got to get to Melbourne, but then if we regroup, try and get to Melbourne, if they've already boarded another plane, they're gone. Right? Game goes from extreme to another. Game is like, anyway, here's a really sort of, you know, you want to know what happens to the sun. Anyway, now we're in Australia. We're talking about bomb threats, and there's a dead kangaroo. Crikey. Like, this, I am loving this game, like, a little bit more every time I play it, though. Someone on my Europe trip tour accidentally shut down a Eurostar station in France with an actual... Oh, jeez. Oh, I would hate to be that person. I have not been tired all day. I would hate to be that person that's just like, sorry. I think once, no I lie, once we were going... I think it's when we went to Disneyland Paris with college. One of my friends put a bag through and it had like full bottle of drink in it, and she completely didn't realise, and she had bought it just before we got there, and she had forgot about it, and they put it through and they were like, you know, it could be dangerous, yada yada yada, and she was like, what the fuck, I don't have anything, and they literally pulled out this drink. She was like, I just forgot I had a drink, are you serious? And they went to bin it and she went, nah, I paid for that. She downed the entire thing in about 5-10 seconds flat and moved on. Give her props, like, just gone, no, I paid for that, see you later. But it was just the way they were like, it could be dangerous, and she's like, it's a drink. You're fine. He felt super bad. The worst part was he had declared that he had a spent artillery shell in his bag at customs, and they let him through though. Oh jeez. Oh god, it did not sound like his trip. It did not sound like a good time to be them. So are we making the same mistakes, and should we go for the anonymous bomb threat? Because I feel like now that all we've done is talk about delaying travel and bombs, I'm not even tired. It's that fucking late. Been fine all day after, well, all I've done is play Stardew, but still. 100% commit a felony. 100% committing a felony. Moti, do you think you could call in a bomb threat to the airport? Why do you want me to do that, teacher? Maybe so that we could fucking stop the bad guy? Wasn't like Moti to question my motives. Perhaps I phrased the request oddly. If you report a bomb at the airport, Henrietta's flight will be delayed and we have a better chance of rescuing her. I'll call the airport at once. Don't give them any details about us, I said suddenly, afraid Moti would cheerfully tell the operator exactly what I was doing and why. Moti didn't answer and I waited. I'm sorry, teacher, I was unable to convince them that the threat was genuine. That's alright, Moti. Your honesty is a virtue, not a fault. Thank you, teacher. You are kind. Please book us on the next flight to Melbourne, Moti. We need to catch up to Henrietta as soon as possible. The next flight is at 6 AM tomorrow. That will have to do. Please also book us at rooms at a hotel near the airport and direct us there. Yes, teacher. Why are you straight-faced? I tried not to think about what Henrietta might be going through. It should have been enjoyable to eat hotel food instead of a snatched airport dinner, but the chicken pasta dish might as well have been a pile of compost scrappings. Where is this guy getting all this fucking money? The company. Like he said, the company has bad motives, but they are very, very, very rich. That's how he can do this so easily, because they're like, you know, as soon as Moti books a flight, that's it. It's paid by them. They want you to do your job, and you get to spend all their money. I'd spend all their money. I don't mind. We arranged a taxi for the following morning and went to our respective beds for the night. Sleep, or perhaps it was the half a dozen coffee she drank, restored Sharon to her usual optimistic self overnight. She assured me that we'd have no trouble finding Henrietta in Melbourne. She was so sure of herself that it was impossible not to be swept up in her confidence. I'd listened to her banter with other passengers in a calm state of mind. As we walked into the grey light of Melbourne, Sharon seemed to know an enormous number of random people walking past, and more than half of them gave me the suspicious look of an ex who hadn't quite given up on her. Man, I should get the finance department looked into. Not sure I want my employees eating decent meals or sleeping in acceptable beds. How fucking dare you have some good shit. Get out. Not allowed. So much for keeping a low profile. You're just cranky because your bike's in transit. I know a guy who's been tracking Henrietta. He's expecting us. I know a lot of guys. We'll have Henrietta back in a jiffy. Oh, Jesus Christ. They both turned to glare at me, and I realised the choice was mine. Ah, shit. Okay. Jen said she's had someone tracking Henrietta. That, to me, seems like the better option than trusting... Even though we trust Sharon, to trust Sharon to just hit up a random guy going, hey, have you seen this? Yeah, that's what I mean. Jen has an actual lead. I feel like Jen is the one we have to go for. It's just common sense. Sharon's Grime seems like guys. Ooh style. Ooh. I got a lot of guys. Fucking jeez. Alright, Jen. You're the one who's obsessed with the company. We'll follow your lead. She gave me a predatory grin, so you finally admit it was the company that abducted Henrietta. That's our strongest lead. Not gonna give it away. We called a taxi. I was faintly surprised Sharon didn't already know the driver, and followed Jen's directions to a row of ex-government flats, where the only fresh paint was graffiti. Looks weird in the daylight, Jen muttered, before taking us inside to knock on one of the doors. There was no answer. Oh, what a fucking surprise. My teacher is very good at picking locks. I slapped my hand over Moti's face, prompted laughter like, shut the fuck up. Actually, would you mind? I picked the lock and we all trooped inside, stepping carefully around pizza boxes and empty soft drink cans. An enormous pile of dirty clothing on the stained couch shifted, gradually resolving into a heavily bearded man who was well over 6 feet tall and wide enough to require a couch rather than a chair. Hey there, Brick. Is it morning? Yeah, obviously. Where's Henrietta? You can come get her with us if you like. He scrubbed his face with his hands and pulled out a laptop from underneath a flame-painted motorbike helmet. Within minutes, he declared himself ready, and we called a second taxi. To take us to the location he assured us was primo. Brick didn't use the word the same way I did. He directed our taxi to a back alley that made his own apartment block look ritzy by comparison. We got out of the taxi and I gagged at the stench of rotting meat. Brick's beard twitched with what I assumed was a smile. I figured no one be here, not with a butcher shop facing the other way. That'll be their dumpster. Kept my mouth closed and nodded. Please tell me the butcher has no direct link to Henrietta's abduction. The lady's a bit beat up, but she's fine. I wondered what his definition of a bit beat up might be. He pointed at the warehouse opposite, in there. How many company agents? I asked. He shrugged. Are they armed? He shrugged. What security do they have? He shrugged. Exchanging an eye roll with Jen. Fucking this guy. Go in with Sharon. Or hang back as Jen and Brick. Now, if it is the company, he's... I hate having to think back to all the different things that has happened. He said he's met some of them and he wouldn't trust them. But he could go in and be like, I work for them, here's my proof, you know, flash the wrist. Whereas if Jen and Brick go in, even though Brick is 6 feet tall and super strong, clearly, because his name's fucking Brick, and he could probably at least take 4 bullets. I don't actually know what the better option is, so yeah. Because I feel like if we go in, I have proof. If this is the company that we're with, which is it's the company we are with, we will have proof that we work for the company. So going in, going, hi, we work for the fucking company, is another way of easily not choosing violence. Go with Sharon. Send them in. Don't be a bitch. Go hard or go home. Okay, so does that mean you want us to go in with Sharon? Or... would Brick? Because I'm guessing Richard send them in is send Jen and Brick in, meaning that Laura and Waz would have the same, meaning going with Sharon is our top choice. All replied so quickly, I'm just like, I was scammed. So we're going with Sharon. It's two against one from what I'm reading. Don't be Matt, be Nate. Oh, that's mean. The shade. Sharon tightened her blonde ponytail and led the way. We pounded on the half-rotten front door, which groaned and split under our fists. Sharon stopped knocking and simply pulled away the door in enormous chunks, revealing the real door behind it, a solid metal door with a one-way glass and a fingerprint scanner. I was getting more convinced that this building belonged to the company. Dolores was an efficient woman. I pressed my fingers and thumb to the scanner, and the door opened. I spotted the agent right away. He was tall, with dark hair and 2 guns trained on me. He was the only person not in a cage. Hey there, Dolores sent me to take over for you. Or, this isn't Big Bob's Meat Emporium, is it? You just got in through a fingerprint scanner and tearing the door away, and your answer is, wait a minute, this isn't the Meat Emporium. God damn it. No point trying to bluff net, honestly, like... I think literally the dude's watched him go blip 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 and walk, and he's like, oh my god. This isn't the butcher's. The bottom one does seem funny, but we're gonna get shot. The agent's fingers twitched towards the triggers. We might get shot either way. Don't shoot! The dark-haired agent loaded his guns. You have a emoticon. How did you get that? We just got in through a fingerprint scanner. You don't have one? Huh, so you never cracked a $2 million deal. Don't worry. Keep at it and maybe you'll get there someday. He put one gun away. That was a good start. I glanced back through the open door to feign indifference and saw Sharon standing in full view, and she was hugging Jen. Suddenly, I was reminded that Jen was on the complications matrix, which meant she was a real threat to the company. Every instinct in me screamed to trap Jen. While I had the chance, it would be my job to do so. But now I'd seen how the company treated those I didn't trust, I simply didn't have the heart. I knew Sharon wouldn't either, and was glad to be so sure of her. Choosing to forget that Jen and I ever had met, I gave the dark-haired agent my full attention. Two's company, he said, but you've made a crowd. Ugh. My methods are none of your business. Or off you go, then consider yourself relieved. So we've told him we're here to take over. So telling him just to fuck off, but then if he goes outside, isn't he just gonna get... But like Jen's just gonna be like, stick with your story, or off you go, then consider yourself relieved. Be like, sorry, off you go. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Trust you. Okay, it worked. He packed up his things and left, presumably to call someone and verify I was meant to be there. Taking a few steps forwards, I saw the cages with people in them. I gulped at the sight. So this was the company's private prison. The second the door closed, I ran to the cage holding an old woman. Henrietta? She pressed herself against the bars on the other side of the cage. Who are you? His boss? Don't think I'll make things easy for you. I'm old, not helpless. Sharon touched my shoulder. How about I talk to her and you deal with the others? I let Sharon do her thing while I questioned the next captive, trying to not show my revulsion at the entire scene. I'd known the company wasn't ethical, but this was evil. On my other side, Jen clasped hands with the third captive while Brick fetched the keys. I found the personal effects of the prisoners in cardboard boxes. Henrietta's box included her medical supplies. Jen's friend had an ancient copy of The Grapes of Wrath, and the middle prisoner had several sets of clothes and a bottle of contact lens solution. I moved to keep the prisoners in view, rummaging through the box until I found the little container containing contact lenses. Golden contact lenses. I stood frozen as Jen and Brick walked away with the young man who turned out to be Jen's brother, someone the company considered a risk because of his attempts to unveil the corruption that led to the loss of their family farm. "We're leaving," Jen stated as they walked past me. Turning away from the 100th day prisoner, I nodded at Jen. "Get your brother to safety." Their farm was mostly highway now, but at least her brother was free. Sharon and Henrietta were already out the door, so there were only 2 of us left now. The 100th day prisoner and I faced one another silently. She glanced at the open door and then back at me in the lens cases. She knew exactly what I'd seen and what it meant to me. Lock her up again and anonymously report her to the police, or let her go. So we have to decide what to do with someone who, well, was part of all murders, the sun going out, loads of other shit. So yeah, 100th Day was when we went to Peru, there was a cult called the 100th Day. They're the ones with the golden eyes, and they were sort of the ones that chased us down underground and stuff. And I think they were also some of the people that helped get Santiago, who killed all the people in the last episode, to where it needs to be. But they're like this weird cult that follows, why the sun goes down and stuff like that. But they do it with like sort of sacrificial shit. And there was loads of other bad shit. But like, oh god, sorry, Mike. They get in the way. Yeah, it was that whole thing of they were this group that you tried to avoid, and as soon as you saw her, or saw, like, this group, you'd sort of run. Hi, Libby! Right, Waz is saying lock her up. Bake Off would not play. Oh, yeah, Bake Off. So here I is. Oh, that's good to know I come second. That's fine, I understand. Scam. So we're saying, what, lock her up and, deal with it. I thought you weren't watching Bake Off until Mal's back. Or are you watching it twice? Again, like the last time. Oh god, I forgot how tiny this shirt is. Did not want spoilers. They're so far away. He's back like Thursday night. Is he not? Pretty sure he's back late Thursday night. That's not the worst. We sometimes wait longer for Mitchell to watch TV shows. So Waz says lock 'em up, so I'm going with, but Channel 4 said Channel 4 is unavailable. How is Channel 4, like, online or just Channel 4? Because if the entire TV bit's down... Oof. I'm going with Waz with the lock her up. I shoved her back into the cage and slammed the door, locking it once again and throwing the key back on the desk. She collapsed weeping on the floor. Someone will come for you. I don't know if the company or the police will get to you first, but you're not going to die. You are, she promised. Do you know what you're doing? I'm trying to save the world and you're getting in my way. Save the world? What a coincidence. Me too, except I'm not committing senseless murders to do it. Not senseless. Their knowledge is poison. Their worship is the thing of this physical... I closed the metal front door behind me as I walked out and instructed Moti to wait 2 hours before reporting her presence to the police. Yes, teacher. Well, that was an errand well done. Henrietta leaned heavily on her arm. I suppressed a surge of fury towards the dark-haired agent that had raised his hand against an innocent stargazer. You've redeemed yourself in my eyes, said Sharon, for what that's worth. Thunder. I didn't hear thunder. I hear rain. I'll be waiting for my thunder. I want my storm. 'Cause yeah, I can hear the rain now. Oh, I could love a good storm. Keep one ear off. Listen now. Probably hit you in a few. Thank you for your forgiveness as much as your goodness. I know I haven't been good for you or Chrissy. Did I also gain redemption? Fucking hell. You don't need redemption because you've never done anything wrong ever and I still love you. You physically could do no wrong. You are a gem. You are a sweetheart. You have not committed acts of murder or anything. You are perfection. You are sweet. You are kind. You give me takeout. You do not. You are perfect. That is very interesting to you. What the fuck, Moti? I've just praised your fat fucking ass. I'm gonna beat your ass with a stick. Let's just get moving. I said, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass. Where to, boss? Sharon asked. I've got a trustworthy friend with plenty of spare rooms, or you could shout us to another hotel. Moti's gonna stab us in the back, aren't they? Yeah, probably. But I still believe he's done nothing wrong. Should we stay with Sharon's friend or stay at a hotel? Like, run the company's money a bit more? Or go to Sharon's friend's house, like, Hey up. I'm still waiting for my thunder. It's so warm in here. So fucking warm. God, I fucking hate that light sometimes. It's because it's warm. It's been cold all day in this room, and now it's warm and I'm toasty. I'm like, I could go back to bed, but I'm like, I don't want to go back to bed. I'm gonna run out of drink soon. Oh, no, I'll be right. No, actually, I can't have another one because I still need to wait until Laura, you get me some tomorrow. See, the hotel seems good, but they might stab you in the back in your sleep. True, sleep is for the weak. The week? The week of the day? Yeah, I feel like if it's company stuff, especially since we've called up and been like, we're replacing this guy. There it is. We're replacing this guy and we're not actually replacing the guy. And he's called up about us. That a hotel could not be a good idea on the company's money. Good evening. Oh, it's just Leone. Whereas I guess Sharon's friend's free and might not stab us in the back. Maybe. It sounds like it's absolutely fucking coming down out there. Right, what should I do the magical thing again? How do I do it? Nah, hotel. Laura says hotel. So, we thinking hotel? Where did the guy go where we were going to share a bed? Etienne is paralysed. Nearly got paralysed because, unfortunately, Laura, you weren't here to see that he nearly died in an explosion. He could have died. We nearly lost him. We nearly lost our friend in a bomb explosion. You weren't here, Laura. Me and Waz had to suffer through it. Thinking he was dead.
You just have to say that you're fine. You're not really
You're
fine.
You're not really fine.
They would never understand.
Me and Waz last week. Like, no, he could be dead. And then started immediately talking about Star Wars. Alright, right, so Laura says hotel. Waz says friends place, and Richard says the hotel could stab you in the back. So I'm going to take this as Richard is thinking Sharon's friend as well, because then that would toss the vote. But also Star Wars, though. Yeah, the fact that stream lasted longer just because it was me and you having a chat about Star Wars. Iconic, you know? Icons. Why are you buzzing at me? Yeah, the friend, why not? I said the hotel because I want to sleep with the guy. Oh yeah, no, the guy's... But he seems not in the mood. He's not here, babe. He's in Tokyo. He's in Tokyo, pretty much in a hotel bed, deciphering codes. So I go with Sharon's friends. Respect other people's opinions, even when they differ from your own. No. I'm going on the assumption that Sharon is actually Sharon Carter and you're going to spend the night as Steve Rogers. Every time it's like Sharon and then it's like blonde hair, I'm like, she still pisses me off in the movies. Like, yeah, she's better in the comics. Fucking, I love Emily Van Campen. Come on. Woo. Mate, if I had turned up and it was like, hi, this is my friend Steve, I'd be like, fuck the company. Fucking the landlord. Beep. We walked 3 blocks before finding a taxi rank. Henrietta was fading, and I was feeling the ache of adrenaline leaving my system. I didn't see much of our new digs, but the bed looks heavenly. She's just kind of there, and, like, I was sort of happy when they're like, here she is, and it was like, anyway, here's Sharon Carter. Like, amazing Sharon Carter. Like, the shit she does in the fucking comedy, like, yes, Sharon, fuck yeah, and then it was like the movies. Anyway, here's Sharon. She gonna kiss Steve, and her aunt's been dead for 3 fucking minutes. And also, it made no sense that when you watch Agent Carter and it's like her only, at the time, how they played it off was her brother died in the war when she was younger and didn't come back. And then suddenly it's like, anyway, here's Sharon, we put her in the movies. And it's like, you really do not care for your TV shows that aren't made by Disney Plus. Well done, guys. I do not forgive Civil War for any of the things it does. Also, Steve didn't die at the end of it, so I was still a bit bitter. Oh, I wanted my scenes. Rip Netflix. Oh, Daredevil. Oh, and Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones took my heart. Daredevil was top tier. That's what I mean, they don't care about it. Like, they don't care about Agent Carter, because you can tell by Endgame, they do not care about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They didn't any of the shows that are before the big 3. Gone. Dead. Give me... Oh, on it. Oh, Punisher. Oh. I will give more money to Disney for that. I will. Please give me more Punisher. Though I can never watch the scene again where he pushes the dude's face on the glass. Like... every time it like etched in my brain of him just grabbing the dude's face and just pushing it down all the glass, and I'm like, it fucks with me every time. I'm just, everything else is fine, you know. Punisher is the guy who played... I've never seen Walking Dead, so maybe Waz can answer that one, because I've never seen it, so I couldn't tell you. But you're cool with him getting his feet drilled. I don't remember that bit. The glass bit is the one that sticks with me forever. Correct, Mundo. There you go. Yeah, the glass bit just always stuck with me. Because you know when you watch something and you can feel it. But you can't really feel it, but you just feel, ugh. Stuck with me. Forever. Ugh. But Punisher, 10 out of 10. Like, fucking 10 out of 10. Anyway, back to, like, whatever the fuck's going on here. We've got tea. How do you take your tea with the Punisher in it? Depends on the blend, or I'll stick to coffee. No, depends on the blend. Fuck you guys, because I like my tea. Do you have a favourite? Just bags, I'm afraid. Surprise me. It was incredible in Fury 2. I don't I don't think I saw that. I'm sorry. Oh no. Henriette said suddenly, Henry, it's all right. We saw your cat when we were at your house and I gave him food and water. Thank you, my dear. May I borrow your phone to arrange things for my poor Henry? Would watch Punisher just for him. Have you not seen Punisher? Laura, have you not seen... Laura, have you not seen Punisher? Laura, are you scamming me? No, I'll scam. Go watch Daredevil Season 2 and then Punisher. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God, you better go fucking do it. Oh. I've only seen Jessica Jones. You haven't seen Daredevil with Charlie Cox in it. And you never shut up about Stardust. Oh. God. I tried Daredevil and hated it. Waz. Get her out of it. It was Laura's little bitch. I could just... could just hear Laura in the other room. It was all Waz's fault. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is why Waz is a great mod. Oh, jeez. Anyway, Thunder's not coming, so this is going back on. Oh, I'm good. Anyway, I think you and Waz are not going to be friends for a while. But that's okay. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, you're wrong, but no. I know a lot of people that aren't a big fan. But I do love a good bit of Dead to Me. Oof. But it's fine. I couldn't get into it. Yeah, I have to admit, I wouldn't say season 1's the best. Season 2 was paying. But I did love it. We're not even moving with this game. I saw one on TikTok, one of the scenes again, and it was the whole, like, the corner office comes with a beautiful view of the Hudson. You can toss a coin with your partner to who gets the room. And he walks in like, it's okay, he can have it. And she just turns around, he's there with his fucking glasses and the fucking cane, and it's just like, dun, 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 dun. And I fucking lost it, because I just forget how fucking sarcastic the bastard is about being blind. But, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Oh, anyway, back to this game, because otherwise we're never going to get anywhere. So she's asked what she wants to do. Like, can she go home? I'm sure you'll be fine now the pictures are gone, or is there somewhere else you'd like to go? Well, I'm assuming, well, she's sorting things out for her cat. Would we want to send her home in case she's found? Or see if we can get her somewhere safe, like a safe house, but better. Because I'm thinking seeing if there's anyone else that she could probably stay with. Like, friends or relatives or something. Because I feel like that's better than suddenly sending her home. Be like, go stay somewhere else, get someone to pick up your cat. You know, we'll make sure they don't come after you type of thing. Yeah, bottom. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Somewhere else you'd like to go. Let's go with it. Don't know why the game's so laggy. Ow. Before all this, I was about to go on holiday, so that's what I tend to do. Good for you. We'll take you to the airport, of course. And pay for your flight. Yeah, fuck the company. We're paying for your flight. Yes, book her a flight. I can never keep up with all of the new technology these days. Fucking thing. Hey, Cody! I'm working, but gonna try and lurk for a bit. That's totally fine. I'm doing good. I hope you are doing good. I hope work is fun. It's weird work. It's 9 here, and you're at work, and it's 9 at night, and I'm just like, okay, I'm playing a Switch game. But I hope it's all as well. Will you, Miss Henrietta? Where would you like to go? She took a fucking no sip of a tea. Egypt, right? Fuck off then. Can I come to Moti? You fucking bitch. With you too, teacher. We've never been to Africa. Moti, we're not on holiday. Miss Henrietta, the temperature in Egypt is currently 86 degrees Fahrenheit. You will need to go shopping. I'm also working. Yeah, well, you and working is definitely a different thing. You're working on blocking Laura every 5 minutes. You're quite right, said Henrietta, not at all concerned that Moti was snubbing me. What shall I call you, charming little one? My name is Moti. Moti, she smiled. I confess, my abductor failed to pack an appropriate range of my clothes, even though he took the trouble to fetch my passport. It would have saved him some time to pack my insulin as well, but we were both distracted at the time. Getting paid to block Laura. Life is good. Let's stock up on medical supplies too. Then again, when I worked at Donut Time, I used to watch Matt stream and chat, and I played Among Us once while working because there was no customers, so anything can happen. I have chosen a series of shops that are open late. Shall I plot a route? Ooh, I can feel my credit cards heating up already. Fine, let's go see what Melbourne has to offer. We're going shopping. What Melbourne had to offer was food and music and clothes and shoes and coffee and wine and even highbrow tea or two for Henrietta. Good evening. No. Dusk was falling as Sharon tried on a cherry red cocktail dress with matching heels. Too short? She asked me. Oh, we could be, I feel bad for Ian. I'm still trying my luck. Should we... Do you think it's... I feel like because she's that type of person that's very confident and a bit of fun, we could be like, sexy. And she'll be like, aye. There's only one hotch in here as far as I'm concerned. Deleting the save. Maybe we will get to sleep with someone. Laura just wants to play. She just wants every game I play to sort of end up like the sex game. Be gone, thought. I'm going with sexy. I like it. We know this is how we're going to play this. Thanks. She grinned. We better get going before we have too many bags to carry. Henrietta was flushed with excitement. Look, teacher, an Indian restaurant. Who wants butter chicken and Rogan Josh? Or I don't like spicy food. I always want chicken. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when. Do like a good bit of chicken. So I feel like we gotta go with the chicken. Because if we don't go with the chicken... Then again, the ducks are also currently staring me down. So as long as, you know... Is butter chicken code for sex? You have a problem. We're gonna seek help. Therapy. And yes, it is. Fucking complete. Why are you so laggy today? I'm guessing my connection's not in 100%. Never. We went inside and ordered far too much food, taking turns to describe the taste and texture for Moti. Henrietta checked her blood sugar and then excused herself to inject some of the insulin we just brought for exactly such an occasion. Teacher, there is news from Indonesia that you should know. I put down my fork, tapping Moti's screen to signal that it should turn its speaker off. What is it, Moti? 2 members of the 100th Day group have been killed, one of them inside a prison cell. The investigation is ongoing, but appears he planned to testify against the 100th Day group. Oh, I see. I didn't even touch you. What is it? And I'm the one who works. Yeah, get Laura a job in the sex store. You should be more than happy. Uh-oh. The 100-Day Group have begun murdering members that tried to leave, and nothing we need to deal with. Sex jobs for everyone! You get a dildo. You get a dildo. Everybody gets a dildo. Welcome back to Horny Chats with Beth. The day I get a green screen, it's over, you fuckers. It's over for everyone, because the amount of shit I'm going to try and do, it's over for all of you. Oh, God. Newsrooms, everything. The 100-Day Group has, so we can either go with exactly what we do, and we tell them that, you know, they've begun to murder people, or we can be like, gonna switch to streaming on Pornhub then. Exactly. Same games, same stuff, just occasionally it's just the words free dildos for everyone. Because hey, unless you're verified on Pornhub, they don't let you anymore as much. Remember that, they took down a lot of shit. They took down a lot of shit. Anyway, shall we go? I love Free Dildo. It's like Free Comic Day, but worse. We can go with... We can actually tell her the truth and say, like, people are being murdered. Or we can be like, nothing we need to deal with, let's continue with our night. Everybody's having a good time. But I feel like if we don't let Sharon know, she's gonna be annoyed. Just for that purpose. That's why I'm thinking the top. Because it's Sharon. We shouldn't lie to Sharon. She'll become the power broker and try to kill everyone anyway. Sharon Carter. Pissing me off 24/7. I have her on my shelf and she still pisses me off. Didn't even buy her. I think my dad bought me her. I'm going with the top. Agreement? Agreement with the top? Because I feel like we need to be honest. Get off. You bastard. Yep. Aight. Well, I said yep. We're going with yep. Okay then. I'm concerned. If I eat any more, I'll actually explode. Henrietta burped and giggled at herself. Oh, I haven't drunk that much in years. My doctor's gonna kill me. I laughed at that, which made me realise I wasn't entirely sober myself. Teacher, Henrietta's flight leaves in 3 hours. I recommend you allow plenty of time to get to the airport. Plenty of time. Sure. Go straight to the airport or get some air. Don't you have to, like, in airports check in, like, 3 hours before? We can't drive, we're drunk. Or is Sharon drunk? Sharon drunk? Sharon can drive. Is she drunk? Yeah, I'd have left an hour ago. Yeah, I would have been gone. Go straight. I think if we just go straight and hope that Sharon can drive. Motor reminded us to pay our bill before we staggered off into the night. Pretty diamonds, said Henrietta. A voice came from behind me, far away. I turned to see Henrietta staring only 3 steps from the restaurant doorway, staring straight up. I looked up and saw a glorious clear sky filled with stars. The sight was sufficiently distracting that I almost fell over backwards. Sharon! 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 Someone's gone into my room and taken my beers away. All I think about when I hear someone shouting Sharon, I think of Ozzy Osbourne. What's the point? Oh, that's me. Look at the pretty diamonds. They are fucked. Oh no, now we're on top of each other. Henrietta dropped all of her bags and began searching through them while Sharon and I disentangled ourselves and discussed whether we should attempt to stand. At last, Henrietta found what she'd been looking for, her brand new top-of-the-line company-funded camera. The one with all the extra filters and lenses and stuff I didn't understand even when sober. She got out her tripod, put the camera on it, pointed it straight up and began to take pictures. Even drunk I was, surrounded by so many shopping bags that I could no longer count high enough to know how many I had. I could see the waves of love and light streaming from Henrietta as she looked through a scope and twiddled with the settings. Or maybe the waves were there because I was fucking hammered. Henrietta didn't have a lab or a research grant, but she just loved the stars, she loved tea. Her face shone with joy that gave the lie to her frown of concentration. At last she sighed happily and took a few manual shots before setting the camera to automatically take hundreds of pictures in a row. She turned back to Sharon and me with a beatific smile and before cussing fluently. I was shocked at her until I remembered what she'd just been through. Far too much bloody light pollution around here, Henrietta went on calmly, but maybe one of the pics will turn out all right. Do you think the restaurants would let me turn the lights off for me? I wish they would, I said. Sharon managed to haul herself up with the assistance of a convenient bike rack. Where's my taxi? We got to get to the airport. Did I leave it somewhere stupid? Yep, I said, terribly pleased that I managed to stand on my own. Peru. Oh, she said. Huh. Better get another. She shambled to the taxi rank and began telling the driver all about Chrissy. When she mentioned that Chrissy had gone back to Peru, the driver said with an edge of desperation, Peru? You want to go to the airport? Yep, that's it, the airport. Now, as I was saying... I feel woozy. Oh, fucking great. Okay, lady, let's continue the conversation on the way. And then, I thought I'd pay my sweet little Chrissy a visit in Cusco. Lovely place. Cusco, nice leaves. I think I've forgotten something important, said Henrietta. I'm starting the meeting now, lady. How about you and your friends hop in and we get to the airport before you start throwing up? I don't vomit. I make rainbows with my mouth. Henry, where's Henry? No, that's not it. Henry's fine. I'm just something. Hypo, drunk as a skunk. Teacher, please describe the sensation of inebriation. Waz, you're up. Inebriation. Hello? I have no idea. Inebriation. What fucking inebriation? In drunkenness. Yep, drunkenness. That's easier. Need to get in the taxi, I said. All of me's us. Took a handful of Henrietta's shopping bags and began loading our haul into the back seat. Please, teacher, try to focus. Focus, yes. Henrietta. She looked at me blankly. Would you believe I feel hungry? Egypt, time to go. Oh my, what a silly old biddy I am. Silly Billy Biddy Boo. Her camera stopped clicking and she absent-mindedly set it off for another round. Diamonds. Diamonds are my best friend. She looked through the scope. Uh-oh. There's a lens cap on, I ask. No. The stars are disappearing. We looked up again just in time to see some stars recede. Some disappear and others appear out of nowhere. The sun is gone. We're all going to die. Around us, people began to realise what was happening. Some screamed, some ran for the cars, others sat and wept. Sharon grabbed her phone. Come on, Chrissy. Pick up. Are you alright, teacher? Your heartbeat is much too fast. Fuck the stars. I'm fine, Moti, I said automatically. I don't know if the sun will come back this time. We might be too late. An eerie silence fell, and all I could hear was the patter of running feet, tinny music from inside a shop across the road, and the click, click, click of Henrietta's camera still faithfully catching diamonds. I shook my head, wrenching myself back into something resembling my usual self. Moti, please call Etienne. Hey, the man himself. He says hello. Can I speak to him directly, please? I asked. Yes, teacher, go ahead. Etienne, I said. I take it you noticed the stars rearranging, he said. Neither of us spoke for a few moments. We both knew what it meant. You sound okay? Are you? Of course. What about you? Absolutely fucking wankered, don't mind me. Oh, fine, don't worry about me. I'll worry if I want to. I can have all of them. We said our goodbyes, and I asked Moti to email Dolores a message saying that I would soon have photos taken from a tripod before, during, and after the son's current disappearance. Okay, teacher. Is Chrissy okay? I asked Sharon. Oh, yes, said Sharon, covering her phone with one hand. She's been buying emergency generators, and right now she's driving around town giving them to people who need them. That's so sweet. There's going to be a big old orgy at the end of this. Everyone's dying, you gotta have an orgy. We need to get moving. This is not a good place to be. I love you too, Chrissy. Kiss my grandkids, and I'll email when I can. Where do we go? Henrietta asked me, caressing her camera like a pet as it finally stopped clicking. She packed up with the automatic movements of a soldier reassembling her gun. The plane won't leave if the sun's gone. Could they fly when the sun was gone? Or did they fly when the sun was gone? I don't remember if we flew when the sun was gone the first time. They can fly when there's no sun. At least in real life they can. True, but I swear it said like loads of stuff got ground, like they were talking about how things stopped because no one was sure what the fuck was going on because the sun died. I feel like we should get Henrietta on the plane if we can. I know there's flights at night. But normally flights at night, you know the sun's going to come back up the next day. These people had no sun for like 48 hours. And not just because they were in England. They were just dead. So we're thinking we chuck her on a plane. Try and make it to the airport. Try and chuck her on the plane. Get Henrietta out of here. And then figure out what's going on? Or do we want to grab... Because I guess if we grab supplies and find somewhere to hole up, we can have a look at the camera. Because Henrietta will still be with us. Because he said he wants the photos to send to Dolores. But then again, if the flight doesn't go ahead anyway, we're still going to have Henrietta. So I'm torn. Because either way, we need the pictures. And if we don't get the pictures, we can't email Dolores and be like, look at what the fuck's just happened. I'm thinking airport. I could be wrong. But I'm thinking airport. I'm not sure. Neither am I. But I'm thinking airport. But it's the pictures that I'm worried about. I feel like we need the pictures. Supply seems safe, but airport seems fun. Airport. Fuck it, airport. We got into our taxi immediately, slamming the doors as the nightlife suddenly turned ugly. We pulled away. I saw a woman punch someone. And a whole crowd of people started brawling over who would get a taxi. Sharon, Henrietta, and I stared out the window in stunned silence. You realise the ride's costing double now. No problem. If you get us to the airport, it's all good. It's free Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah, see? Free Wi-Fi. You smart. Oh, great. Henrietta threw up. Triple! Absolutely. Don't tell Henry I threw up. He'll never let me forget it. Sure. By the time we got to the airport, Henrietta insisted she was unable to walk. Oh god, it's because people... My entire YouTube recommendations today was like, you like the news? Here's 4 different videos of someone punching people over for petrol. Oh, it was great. We propped her up in a baggage cart filled with shopping and found a pale but determined woman still doing her job at the check-in desk. We slipped through an abandoned security checkpoint, glad we could stay with Henrietta a little longer. This isn't my house. Who are you? Henrietta, what is your blood sugar reading? And she threw up a second time. Great, wonderful. I don't feel good. Oh no, this could be really, really bad. Found Henrietta's blood sugar monitor and took a reading. Moti, what does it mean if it reads 3.1? It means... Oh, she's been... Okay, she could fall into a coma. I've been such a good grommet, whichever one. What do we do? I can't remember. Needs to... Just give her a bag of sugar. Do you have anything? Nope. To the shops. With the exception of McDonald's. Hey. Every shop to be closed. Chips, ice cream sundae. No fat. It delays the absorption of the sugar. I slid past the queue and grabbed the pockets of hand. Sugar, literally. Just grab sugar. Cheeky Macca's. 4 packets and test her blood sugar again in 20 minutes. In a short while, we need healthier food to stabilize her blood sugar. Have Sharon stay with Henrietta or get food together. Shh. So hold on, we've just given her the 4... I'm guessing we've just given her the 4 packets of sugar. And now we need to go find healthier stuff. The world is ending, stick together. Exactly. Get food together. Managed to eat... Henrietta made a face, but managed to eat all 4 sugar packets. Have someone stay with the dying woman, no? Oh yeah, we're all going... We are staying with her. It was either get food or leave Sharon and go and get food ourselves, but we've gone to get food together. The colour returned to her cheeks almost immediately and her eyes cleared up. Yeah, we are all going together. I'm lost now. I definitely clicked we're all going together, I'm pretty sure. Because we're with her right now. Miss Henrietta, your body has reacted badly to the wine you consumed with dinner. Yeah, it was either go together and get food or leave Sharon with her and our character goes and gets food. I know, it was a stupid thing to do, but I just wanted to stop feeling scared for a little while. Oh, Henrietta, I've done the exact same thing. She ruined the moment by burping, then giggling. You know this place best, Sharon, lead the way. Moti, please direct us. Sharon's drunk. But Moti just said that everything was closed. Except for Macca's. Moti is team mum. Moti is literally sober one who's called the cab, called everything. Checks to make sure you're still alive. That was me every time I went anywhere clubbing. Subway! It's a shame the staff has left. Who gives a fuck? We'll make our own. Why didn't you say so? She picked up a metal chair and advised Henrietta and I stay back. She was going to break into the shop. Sharon, no. Sharon, yes. So, let Sharon break the window or say, no, Sharon, don't break the window? I'm leaning towards break the window. Go, Sharon! Yeah, let's go with go, Sharon. Oh, wow, the fucking top looks all trippy. As soon as I move, the stripes on my top are like trippy in the little tiny webcam I can see. Maybe I am... Have I been drinking? No, I haven't been drinking. I suspect she's going to break it either way. Well, it's gone. She used the chair to move most of the glass aside, then made a plate out of napkins and parred it with meat and salad. I hope you like chicken. We just had chicken. It is time to check Miss Henrietta's blood sugar again. This time she tested herself. It's alright now. I just have to be careful for a day or 2. Once you've eaten Sharon's snack, we'll find somewhere safe to rest. Let's find a safe place for you to eat that. Sharon is a mood. She just doesn't give a shit. Once you've eaten the snack, then we'll find somewhere, or let's find a safe place. I feel like she should eat first, because she's just nearly collapsed. Safe place then eat. Oh, but you're thinking that. Oh, okay, you're thinking safe place first. I would have just shoved it all in and been like, then we go. But if you're thinking safe place first, then I'm happy to go with it. She'll make it to the safe place to die. Okay, we'll do safe place first. Go with Laura's rulings. Agreed. Where are we going to go? Henrietta asked through a mouthful of food. She's still fucking eating anyway. Somewhere out of the way. Crowds can turn ugly fast, and we need food and water. We don't know how long it is until the sun comes back. And we'll need a working dunny. Gave her a blank look. Facilities. Ah. Let's try our departure gate. There'll be vending machines. Or how about the premium lounge? I mean, the premium lounge is gonna be banging, but I feel like the departure gate is gonna be packed because everyone's gonna be trying to get on the plane. But then if the plane leaves, we can get her on the plane if we're at the gate. This is all on Wazcop Dime. Might as well hit the premium lounge. Premium. Okay, premium it is. Let's go live our premium lives. Decision made. We simply found it. And it was abandoned, so we walked in like, hello. It was completely empty, an enormous room over stuffed couches and its own snack bar. The one in Gatwick, the Virgin Premium Lounge, has a make-your-own pancakes machine. You can do designs, so you can draw, and it does little designs, and then it puts the pancakes through, and you design your own little pancakes. And that's the best thing for a 17-year-old when you're about to get on a plane to Vegas, is you've got stacks of pancakes with smiley faces on them, because you've sat there the entire time going. They also had an entire breakfast bunch, which was fucking 10 out of 10. Would do again if I wasn't, you know, absolutely broke. I don't know what this man is sending me, but I'll look in a minute. No, I'm tempted. It's porn. Unfortunately, no, it's just Miles put, want to see something funny, my razor died. Here's the pictures of me being fuming, and then sent me pictures of him looking angry because his razor died. But they're like iconic. It's just like it's the same like face, and I love it. Oh god, poor bastard. He's finally got there, and it's just not his way. Ah, this is the life. It was like, fuck this, see you all at the bar. Just like, fuck this, had enough, goodbye. Poor boy. After a 4-hour trip, you'd hope something would work. She ate a small number of crackers and promptly went to sleep. Dolores is calling you, teacher. Thanks, Modi, put her through. Yeah, fuck it, let's talk to the bitch. I've had enough. Italy. Oh, I guess we're coming near the end. And do you know what, that rounds it up, because I've nearly done 2 hours. That was beautiful. I know it's not till 10, but it's still 2 hours. That's where you're going. Oh, yes? That recording from the Indonesian satellites was the Italian astronaut Luca. No, Luca. I know, everyone knows now that he nearly died in space and has since left the program to work as an aquanaut. No, I don't think so, and that's why you're going to Italy ASAP. Have you looked out the window lately? I'm aware that you haven't fixed the sun, she said. Under the circumstances, you've received an increase in the discretionary, something like that, fuck it. Fucking, who gives a shit? Fund, money, we've got money. I mean, I want money, but we've got money. I explained everything to Sharon and Henrietta. I suppose it's lucky I'm already at an airport, assuming the plane stopped flying again. Tell Dolores you'll do your best, or tell you'll see. I feel like we'll do my best, because otherwise she'll send someone to kill us. I've got money! I don't got money, Laura. I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. Payday tomorrow, can't wait. Oh, my next payday from the government is Monday. No, it'll be a Sunday. I'll get it early. I can get it a couple of days early because it's meant to be on a Sunday. Oh, might get it a bit early. My little bits of cash to go straight into everything else. Once Dolores was dealt with, there was little left to do but wait. Hey, are the phone lines working? So it would seem, suddenly realising I called Etienne. Sharon called Chrissy while I phoned Etienne. Etienne was breathless and we rushed through our pleasantries. I'm working on the diary. Can you make any sense of it? No, I mean, not the science bits, but I found a name someone my dad thought was absolutely crucial. What's the name? Is there any information about how to find him? The name is Yumi. Yumi? Yeah, Yumi. I did some Googling just in case, and he came up right away, even without the surname. He's just a kid, but the world is starting to pay attention to him. He's in Egypt. Why Egypt? He's Egyptian, that's why. Thank you for that. Thanks. Why is he so important? Most people are calling him a psychic. Etienne sighed. He predicted both of the sun outages accurately. No, scratch that, all three. I dismiss it as some kind of a scam, but Professor Soul. Yes, he said. He did seem like he was losing it towards the end. Oh, did he seem? Well, he was paranoid, but he was right about that. Yes, a mixture of relief and sorrow in his voice. I told him what Dolores had told me about the Italian astronaut. Interesting. I hope he's alright. I'll be off to Egypt, of course. I'm out of hospital, but I've learned everything I can in Japan. Be careful over there, or I may meet you there. We've just said to Dolores we'll do our best to try and get to Italy. But do we then want to hop on the flight with Henrietta, who's also going to Egypt, and meet Etienne? About this psychic. This game is gonna be a fucking lot of Tuesdays. So many Tuesdays. Let's make promises to everyone. To everyone. Okay, I'm making promises. We trust Etienne to do his job. True, but now I've made promises. Laura said I had to make promises. I'm sorry. Things are surprisingly orderly here, so I don't expect any travel problems at this end. God, I love Japan. Hopefully the sun will be back in time by the time you land. Sure, he said gently. Damn it, or... After that, there was little to do but sleep until morning. Sharon turned on the news and we watched badly lit scene chaos from around Australia. Kangaroos were attacking people. The first thing on the news, straight up. Welcome to Australian news. Everything's gone to shit. Kangaroos are attacking people. We're fucked. We're gonna have a good time. In more important news, the sun's gone.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Forget how loud that is in my ear.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Owen startles me every time. You're just straight up kangaroos, you know? Have fun. There were riots in Perth, an entire pod of whales. Oh, fucking hell, an entire pod of whales had swum ashore in Sydney. Most of central Melbourne was on fire, including the museum, university, and zoo. Everything's going to shit, boy. Cairo, whatever that is, Egypt, is currently under martial law. Are there any riots there? Fires, looting, animal attacks? School's out! There are extremely strict curfews. Is that all? Italy for me, then. You guys stay here, I said. I'm going to see what I can find out about that flight. And I'm going to see it, or I'm going to go see if I can find us some decent food. Well, we have food. We have snacks. It's not great, but we have snacks. I think we should find out about the flights. We actually need to know if we can leave the airport. I stopped inside the entryway and listened. There wasn't much to hear, although we've had food. Yeah, exactly. Although I was just able to make out tinny music coming from the direction of the food court. Either a good Samaritan was setting up to shop to help the Hungry Massive, or someone had realised the same Hungry Massive would pay anything for a meal, or maybe a coffee. I'm pretty sure I clicked on flights. I don't like when it does this, because it throws me off on what I've picked. I headed in that direction, powerless. I clicked on flights. Go to the fucking flights. It was good to see people, especially people. Yeah. Who are you and what are you doing here? He asked. I'm waiting for a flight to Egypt, but I'm going to need a coffee. He drew his weapon, pointing it at the ground in front of me. Are you from the plane? I lifted my hands, palms open, facing him. Which plane? He frowned at me before evidently deciding my confusion was real and holstering his gun. I kept my hands up. A group of crazies insisted on boarding their flight to Egypt early this morning. They're still on that plane, just waiting. He got distracted, so guess either choice would have taken you there. Oh, true. Oh, I've been watching the news here in the airport, but I didn't see that. All I'm doing is peacefully staying in public areas until this gets sorted. He shook his head at me. Limited domestic flights only until tomorrow. Not just here, but through all of Australia. Oh, there you go. We're finding out about the flights anyway. You better go home. I'd be home myself if I could. Ask for his help, or agree and leave and then sneak back in. Well, might as well, I'm guessing, ask. The guy seems willing enough to tell us what's going on. So he must be willing enough to probably be like, look, you know, give me more. If he's... I mean, I know he has a gun, but then so did the crazed man that killed everyone, and he chose not to shoot me, so... 'Tis a win-win situation. So I'm gonna just ask for his help. If he says no, he says no. I'm not exactly a Melbourne native. Home, hotel, whatever. I'm travelling with a Tasmanian woman who had a attack last night. She needs proper food before she goes, and we're particularly considering how much of Melbourne is burning. He flinched. How? What happened? Arson, I think. In the end, we're all still afraid of the dark. He looked at the floor to the ceiling. He looked out the floor-to-ceiling windows at the smoky black sky beyond the artificial lights. Looks like we were right to be afraid. I didn't say anything. What was there to say? Where's the diabetic? He asked. In the premium lounge? I told him with a guilty shrug. Where can we find low GI food? He led me to a cafe in the opposite direction where we brought freshly cooked toast and eggs for all of us, as well as brewed coffee. Hypoglycemic? Hypoglycemic? Something like that? Hypoglycemic? You get what I'm trying. You get what I'm getting at. I'm close, right? Tell me I'm close. It's like teaching me how to speak. You had it. I did had it. I had it. Well, I'll take that as a win and never say it again. You had it at the end. Ah, fuck yeah. Okay, close enough. I don't remember, but close enough. Onesie escorted me back to the premium lounge. He checked Henrietta's medical supplies and then left us there. We ate, napped, watched TV, and chatted idly as the hours drifted by. Henrietta drank her way through the entire lounge's supply of tea. Sharon began pacing like a caged bear. Attempt to get Henrietta onto the occupied plane or settle in. Now, the guy seemed to make it sound really fucking weird that everyone was sat on that plane for Egypt just waiting because the planes weren't running. And they were all just sat there. But I feel like if she goes on there and anything goes wrong, we might as well just settle in for the night. That plane is exactly... I feel like settling in is just a better option. Settle in for the night. See what happens when they start saying If planes are going to run. Might as well nap, exactly. The artificial light stayed on, so we relied on our clocks to tell us when it was night time. We ate the last of the fresh food for dinner, and I could tell the others were remembering how well we'd eaten at the restaurant so recently. It felt like a lifetime ago. Sharon and Henrietta bickered over who drank all the tea. I had just enough wisdom left to keep my mouth shut. Miss Henrietta drank 17 cups of tea, and Miss Sharon drank 5 cups of tea. Well done, dickhead. I clapped my hand over Moti's face, but I wasn't fast enough to avoid Henrietta's death glare. That's it, she said. I'm leaving. Where? How? I'm going to get on my plane. What the fuck? Your plane ain't leaving. If you go, we go, Sharon said, grinning like she'd been waiting for the excuse. But we do it properly, I said. So we're going anyway. We packed and rearranged our things, wearing most of our clothes all at once, and strapped our most precious belongings to us. Henrietta did not change her mind. I checked the Moti was secure and hidden under my sleeve. Henrietta looked like a hunchback with her camera bundled and fastened to her back. Sharon wore her new red cocktail dress with the heels buckled to the strap of her bra. Nice. We looked like idiots, but perhaps that was for the best. Moti, can you advise us on a way to get on board without encountering security? This is very exciting. The greatest concentration of security is located in and around the boarding gate. There are 4 guards placed on the tarmac to watch the rear exit of the plane. Thus far, all the passengers who left the plane were permitted to exit the airport freely under a temporary amnesty? The remainder are unarmed and have made no threats. The pilot and flight crew are Egyptian nationals who have refused to leave the plane. They will lose their jobs, but will not be charged so long as they remain grounded. I thought carefully about what Moti had said. The people that gave up and left the plane, how did they do that? Did they use the rear exit onto the tarmac, or did they walk through one of the portable tunnel things? They exited the plane using the jetway that was left there for that purpose. Is it still in position? I asked, and is it one of those horizontally folding ones or metal? It is predominantly metal with glass windows. Sharon, do you have anything heavy, as in brick-like? I knew you were going to go with this. Shall I smash the jetway glass and get on the plane with Henrietta while you distract security? Does it sound so great when you say it out loud? Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, they said in unison. What if the plane actually goes to Cairo? I asked. Cairo? Yeah, I feel like it says it's Cairo. No worries, I'd like to chase your missing astronaut with you in Italy, but Egypt's grouse, what was it? We learned what grouse was. It's like good, isn't it? Something like that. Too, so what are you going to do? I'll run over yelling for help and hope they follow. Fire seems to be Melbourne's thing. I'll hit an alarm. Should we do the running and help? Or the fire, or setting off some alarms? More weird illegal shit. Oh, you want me? No, go away. Let's do get help. I knew you were gonna fucking say that. Start a fire. I don't think we were actually gonna start a fire. I think we're just gonna pull the alarm. Laura says get help. Laura just really wants to do get help. I'd have to throw you, Laura. You're the tiny one. You're like skinny. If we ever did get help, I'd have to throw you. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. And I sort of want to throw Laura, but that's not an option. It's not actually on here, it's throw your friend into the staff members. Yeah, throw, exactly. I'll just yeet you. Like, yeet, off you go. Bye-bye. Don't know how much you do, but you know, we could do it. We'll try, so maybe I can throw Sylvia. Oh my god. Someone just pisses me off, I'm like, yeet, take a Loki. Here, have a variant. Merry Christmas. Oh no, I'm sorry, now I've got to do help, just for the pure purpose of that. Moti found a security-free path for us to get out of the premium lounge and down onto the tarmac. We gathered more supplies at abandoned cafes and ducked into empty shops on Moti's command, just in time to watch security teams walk past. I am very good at this. Someday we're going to have to do less crime. Shall I hack into security's radio channel to make your emergency more plausible? Oh, yes, please. The portable stairs are in position. Proceed when ready. Okay, good luck. Wait, are you going to Egypt too? You could see more of Henrietta. Honestly, I haven't decided yet. I'll let you know either way. I'll miss you if you don't end up in Italy. Try not to do anything too dangerous, and don't break into the hijacked plane until security guards run off. Can you even hear yourself? I sighed and headed back to the deserted cafe that hadn't been locked up when the staff abandoned it. Whether the world was really ending or not, I was glad not to have a family at such a time. In the meantime, I was going to add a little realism to my fake crisis. I searched the cooking area and soon found what I'd looking for. Good, sharp... I thought he was going to say ketchup. I didn't feel like giving myself a facial scar, so I rolled up the leg of my pants with difficulty since I was wearing 3 pairs and could barely bend over, and looked away with my eyes squeezed shut as I slashed myself across the leg. Ouch, I said aloud. I squeezed my leg to milk as much blood from it as possible, smearing it on my hands before raiding the first aid kit to bandage the cut. And then I ran all the way back to Sharon and Henrietta, past them and under the plane to security guards. Help. Oh my god. There's a shooter. He shot a little girl and she's bleeding everywhere. The closest security person stepped in front of me. Are you hurt? Me? No, the blood's from one of the victims. I tried to help, but... Where's your gunman? I suddenly realised what an error I made by running straight past Sharon and Henrietta. One of the other guards checked his radio was on. Why isn't there any chatter? Right on cue, her walkie-talkie crackled to life and I sure recognised Moti's voice. Help! Gunfire in the food court. 3 injured, 1 dead. Request all security to form a perimeter immediately. All but one of the guards turned at once and ran to assist. The last one stayed with me. I saw Sharon and Henrietta creeping onto the portable stairs over his left shoulder. You need to move to safety. I think you should get on the plane. They're balmy but harmless, and the pilot can tune into our frequency. If it gets bad, he'll take off. Thank you, he said. He sprinted after the others without another word. Sharon, don't break the windows. The guards are gone, every single one. Well, run me over with a semi-trailer and call me Skippy. I was looking forward to some good old-fashioned B&E. Oh, it's like when Waz turned up earlier. Gave her a shaky laugh. Have a good flight, Henrietta. I hope it takes soon. Are you coming with me? Egypt is such a wonderful place and full of ancient mysteries to uncover. I glanced at my watch and then stared at it. Moti's at the right time. Local time is 9 p.m, teacher. What is it? What's wrong? The sun has been out for 2 full days. She'll be right, she said, giving me a pat on the shoulder. Sharon, do you really think that? She simply laughed, clearly unaffected by the fact the sun could be out forever. Relax, Possum. Everything will turn out right. You'll see. Do we just say Possum? Let's question the fact that she just called us Possum. Or do we try and give her some sort of nickname because we're besties and we want to be like, hey, we have nicknames too. And there's me saying this would actually be done before 10 and we're still fucking kicking. Jesus Christ. How long is this section? I think nickname. I think we try and be like, here's a nickname for you. Oh, hi. There you go, Richard. And we're like, yeah, here's a nickname, nickname's a good idea. Yeah, nickname. Of course, oh, he's fucking shit. He's fucked it. He's fucked it. He's fucked it. You're really bad at this, aren't you, Possum? Nickname is going to be adorably awkward. It was worse. Why are you calling teacher a tree-dwelling marsupial around the size of a domestic cat, Miss Sharon? It's just a nickname, Moti, I answered for her. I suddenly knew what nickname to give Sharon. I smiled wickedly. Oh, not Shazza. Never Shazza. I fucking hate the name Shazza. Oh no. Isn't that right, Shazza? Oh, like Ronnie instead of Sharon. Oh, Shazza. I'd hit a person. Shazza. No. It sounds like something like my dad would call like one of his mates as a joke. Would you be Bazza? Honestly, my dad's always like the type of person that'll be like, alright, you know. He's like Shazza. Like he would and you'd sit there and go, yeah, okay, thanks, Dad. Like same way. It's just it is tempting because it's bad, but I feel like she'd slap us. Ain't that right, Dave? I'm still Dave in the family, and I always will be, because my dad refuses to learn his children's names, and we're all Dave. It's just easier, because someone will respond. If you go Dave, 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 someone will be like, what? What are you doing? And you'll be like, anyway, I got your attention. It works. It's logic. Should we go with Shazza then, because it's bad? Because I feel like, because we know it's bad, we gotta go with Shazza. I hate it so much. If we get slapped, it'll be funny. We're going with Shazza. She grinned. Oh, no. She liked it. Pick Shabba Dave. Alright. Much more Aussie. There's hope for you yet. Thank you, mate. It's like us lot on fucking any game when we all start going Australian. Every time I think we play with Matt, everyone goes to it immediately, mate. Alright, mate. You got this, mate. Well, where to now? Is this the end? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We meet Etienne in Egypt, or go with Sharon to Italy. Oh, you can't, mate. Can't believe you've done this, mate. Right, ladies and gentlemen. We either need to decide. We go to Egypt to see Etienne, who pretty much can handle himself, or we go with Sharon, who is going to Italy. Go with Shazza. Waz says Shazza. What does everyone else think? You guys can have a cute romance arc in Rome. Advice, don't take life too seriously. I'm playing a choice game about the sun disappearing, Libby. I can't really take it seriously. Anyway, like... Egypt doesn't seem safe, though, with that plane. So, are we all saying we go with Shazza and we go to Italy? We go to Italy. We get some pasta. We meet Mario. He turns up. Bounces on some turtles. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Italy. Sharon smiled widely at me before hugging Henrietta. Be careful in Egypt. Mario is from Brooklyn. Shh, he's an Italian plumber. He's now in Italy. It's fine, he's going to be played by Chris Pratt. It makes no difference. He's going to be from Homophobia. So it's fine. The only Mario movie that mattered was that one in the fucking 80s, 90s, or whatever it was, where they were actually plumbers. And the dinosaur looked cool. And it was Toadstool, not Peach. I'm pretty sure it was Toadstool. I know it's Peach Toadstool, but I know that it went like Toadstool main name. Like in the cartoon, where it was basically... It was Toadstool, but not Peach, because they never really called her Peach, so it was called a Toadstool, because it was Princess Toadstool. I know what I mean. I'm totally not going crazy. You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. I love money. Thanks for everything, Henrietta told us and boarded the plane. We made it back inside the terminal and returned to the airport lounge. After an hour, the airport finally announced that international flights were running again on a limited basis. I love gold! Gold, gold. Always believe in your soul. Quickly had Moti buy us tickets. Looks like we got lucky. There aren't many tickets at all. Sharon snorted as if the concept of limited tickets was never going to stop her from getting to her chosen destination. Once Sharon and I were in the air, I glanced out the window moodily. Teacher, is something wrong? Yeah, the fucking sun's gone. I didn't answer. I felt sick. A lump rose in my throat, and it had nothing to do with the violent turbulence we were experiencing. It had everything to do with the dead star in the sky. Woo! See how many people... Only 20% of us are going to Italy. Everybody else decided to go to Egypt. Ooh. Huh. Oof. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but then again, there have been points where we have got these low numbers. Sheeple. I guess but everyone clearly wanted to see Etienne again. Clearly. He's so perfect. I would have. But also at the same time, we got to go with Shazza. You know? I'll begin it so I can save it. We finally get to Italy. Boop. Okay, so far we have made 248 choices. In that entire game. Goodbye, Switch. Off you go. We don't need you anymore. That one arc took 2 hours. Oh, jeez. I guess we did chat a lot about dildos and shit in between. Oh, different thing. How many is there in total? Of what? Of, like, choices you can make? Hold on, we'll do this thing. I can tell you, because I did look it up the other day. Okay, so approximately... Advice. Oh, you killed it. You killed it, Libby. So it is approximately... When it wants to load. Literally just told me. Oh, fuck you. Where'd it go? 600,000 words in the game. And 2,400 choices in total. So we have made 248 choices. And obviously that is so it would be double because obviously there were choices we didn't make. So far we've done about 400 and something. I have 3 of these games. I guess I'm also reading out. If you're a quick reader, you could get through it quick. But oh my god. 2,400. But I guess that's also... Maybe not including what we haven't seen. Because obviously if we're not going to Egypt... There'll be choices in Egypt that we're not getting. There were choices when we chose to go to Tokyo over the other place. And I feel like there probably will be about 10 arcs. It's either going to end in the next... We've got 8, 9, and 10, maybe. Sort of it will end then. Don't forget there might be more choices on different... Exactly. Like, there's going to be... We have done, personally... I would say would double what we've done because obviously there would be a choice we didn't pick. So we've done about there was 400 something, and then obviously, yeah, there's places we haven't been. So I think it's going to get to I think it's going to get to like arc 10. And then we'll be done, you know. I hope. And I won't be doing another, I probably will not do another of the choice games on here because even though it's not bad, it takes up time and I always forget games. It might not be for a while. But I do also have and their souls were eaten. What's the fucking others? Hold on. Choices that matter. I'm pretty sure one's called and their souls were eaten. And the other one is, and their heroes were lost. And this is the first one that we're doing. And then the other 2 came out this year. whereas this one came out the end of 2020. So maybe I will do the others on here if there's like games needed, but for now we definitely need to finish this one, because fuck me. Okay, that's good. We're good. We're done. We've done it. Help me. Thank you for helping me make choices. I always appreciate the help. It's good when I can't think either. So we are playing on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is something with Kit. We will be deciding on the morning of the stream, because we haven't decided exactly which game we want to play yet. But it'll be something with me and Kit, which is a nice little surprise, because we haven't done that just us in a while. We could be on Minecraft 73 Dogs. I don't know. And then Sunday, of course, is Stardew, even though I'm literally probably going to jump on Stardew now. Playing it tomorrow, playing it Thursday, and then Sunday. And watch me try and play it Saturday. I have a problem, but I can't be completely blamed, because I'm playing it most of the days with other people. So, it's allowed. Yeah. Anyway. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here and all that shit. Me and Laura play. You do play a lot, but then the Laura then plays with me and John a lot. We've now reached year 4. Fuck. Then again, Laura started a solo expanded before me. And I went in to do her mods today, and she was sort of at the end of spring, and I was like, anyway, I'm in the middle of summer. Just fucking speed run it. John's worse. Mine and John's solo ones, just the two of us, have got to, we're about to start year 2, or have started one of the two, because we speedrun it. I have hundreds of mayonnaise that I've not had to sell because we have the money. We have speedrun that shit because John's obviously just cheats it. Whereas my expanded one, I'm doing a lot by myself, and I'm really proud because I got to like level 90 of the mines by myself, and I feel really proud of that because I haven't done that yet on any of them, not even on the stream one. So yeah, I'm now married twice. Oh yeah, you went to marry Shane for the was your second? Was Shane your second? I say I don't plan on getting married twice. I'm married to Harvey in one, going for Abigail in another. Going for Shane in mine and Laura's, going for Olivia in the expanded in mine, John's, and Laura's, and then in my own I'm going for Sophia. Don't mind me just taking everyone. I always do Laura's. Yeah, she lets us do a lot of, I expect to be doing the mines in our spooky farm too, when we eventually get to play it again. If we get to play again. But hey, her mods work fully, properly now, so that's a blessing. Hopefully. As long as it goes well tomorrow. Pray for us. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for being here and all that shit. And until Saturday, when whatever the bloody hell me and Kid are doing, bye-bye.